All right, you looking for some running backs for the waiver wire week 14? Well, no place better to start than how they did last week. These are running backs under 90% owned or rostered, and how they did last week in touches, who got the ball. So let's start with Kyle Monaghay here. Monaghay's just been, the last several weeks, just been coming on here, right? Hey, so it's Swift. Bears have been doing good, but look at that. Actually, he's been outscoring Swift here the last weeks. So hey, I don't know why you haven't picked him up yet, but make sure you get a hold of him. How about Hubbard? All right, he came on for well, him and Dowdell shared really, but hey, 19 touches for Hubbard. He's back. How about Devin Neal filling in? All right, the injuries there on the running backs for the Saints are lit up like a Christmas tree. Devin Neal come in and got some carries for them, so he's getting some touches. While Alvin Kamara, hey, he's on. He's inactive for week 13. We haven't updated for week 14 yet, but why would you push him on a losing team? JP Ryan got 14 touches. Didn't do a whole lot with him. He popped in with 16 touches in that game. Bam Knight. Hey, look at that. He's still been coming on here. While always waiting for this Trey Benson to come on. He ain't coming. All right. So, hey, wow. Bam Knight's been the one that's been filling in. Trey Benson, hey, yet again, they say expected to return week 14. Well, that's been the last 4 weeks they've been expecting. So, hey, Tony Pollard here with 11 touches. All right, he really been, Spears here, been battling back and forth. Well, battling on a bad team, just not getting a lot of points there. Chris Rodriguez with another 11 touches, right? Him and Bill been battling out. Well, Bill didn't get as many. He didn't do as much as Chris Rodriguez. Where Chris Rodriguez might be the named owner there in Washington, right? How about Pierce or Jarrett Patterson? He got a few touches here too, filling in for the 11 of them. How about Tyler Algier? Look at that. He just keeps going on these minimal touches for them. When he gets in there, hey, there's always a chance for a touchdown. Look at that, 8 rushing touchdowns on the year for him. Right? He's just been going in filling. And you always got he's a handy backup to have there too. Michael Carter. Him and Bam Knight have been trying to fill in while him and DeCardo are out. Or Benson. So hey, he got 10 touches too. Bashawn Tootin didn't. Hey, no. He didn't. He came on a little bit, got his touches, but ETN still the king in town there, isn't he? But it seems like Tootin's been getting some goal line work too. Nick Chubb hopped in 9 touches because, hey, they needed him at the goal line. Got a big touchdown there, too. So, hey, how about Ray Davis with 9? Getting some down here. Tajay Spears sharing there in Tennessee. How about Robinson with 8 touches? Hey, he's one to hold as a backup, too. I know he hadn't been scoring with Christian McCaffrey. Leads the league number 1 in touches, right? Number 2 in scoring. So, hey, eventually playoff round starts creeping in, they're going to want to save Christian McCaffrey back a little bit, leading touches. How about Chris McNichols here? He got a few touches in the Washington game. How about Kenneth Gainwell 7, Jordan Mason with only 7 touches down here. He's not really been fulfilling. I mean, Aaron Jones been scoring kind of good. He's been off and on injured. And Blake Corum. Boy, he seemed like he got more than 7. He was in there all the time, filling in for Kyrene Williams. I mean, early in the game. So, hey, Kyrene Williams did get the touchdown. But, hey, you can see he's dropped to number 16th in touches. They've been sharing with us Blake Corum a little bit. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and show the rostered percentages. I mean, Monaghay, hey, 86% owned. You have to be 90 to be on the list. Hey, he's still out there. This Devin Neal's creeped up to 72%. Bam Knight is 67. And Rodriguez is still, you can get a hold of him. Now, he's been scoring coming on here lately. If they get a good, easy game, you might want him in there, right? And then there's the scoring that they're into. So, all right, that's a look at touches. Monaghay has just been cranking. I don't know why he's not picked up more. Hubbard does a little rebound. Let's look at the wide receivers. All right, let's bring out these wide receivers for Week 14 waiver wire by the Week 13 targets and less than 90% owned. You can see here Tony Mitchell. traded for Sauce Gardner and a little bit more. He's been filling in here for them because Jets have a lot of injuries. Look at this last week. All right, look at that with all those targets coming alive with Tyrod Taylor stepping in, maybe a more competent passer for the Jets. So, hey, 8 targets for him last week and did something with it. So look out for him. Had that 50-yard touchdown. How about Vele? Vele's been coming on. Now, this is with the Saints. You know, hey, with Brandon Cooks is on another team now, Chris Olave, and they traded off Shaheed. So they're going to see Vele was a trade person too. See how if they can start getting him fired up for this week, our next few weeks here. See what they got in him for the next season. Vele, 8 touches for him. They're trying to force feed. How about McLaren here? Hey, he finally back on. He got some touches here with some back healthy. 7 touches for him. How about Wicks here? Green Bay kind of seems like it's wide open. Look at all those points this last week. Now, him and with Golden's just been out. He's just not been firing anyway. So Wicks gets in there and gets his taste. Hey, Christian Watson here. He's been coming on these last few weeks. He got 5. So both of those two scoring good for Green Bay here. Taking an chance of the opportunity there. Hey, Higgins. He seems like he popped up more than very important ones here, too, for Houston. He was getting some big catches there against Indy. And Jaden Higgins coming on here last few weeks a little bit. That might be someone, especially if they got an easy game lined up. You want to check in on that. Luther Burton. Well, he's not been scoring overly a lot. He's doing enough to push OZ back down to nothing. So, hey, he's been coming on a little bit for the Bears. Always a third target here. How about Mechie? He didn't do as well. He got a few more targets, but he'd been coming on the previous 2 weeks. Had 5 targets again this week. Turpin, hey, no. He got 5 targets. Keenan Allen, 4 targets. Dropping off here a little bit these last few weeks, but he's still up there getting some points. All right, not very many these last week, but hey, 4 targets. You know, let's looking there and see how Ladd McConkey did. Ladd McConkey, hey, he got some more points this last week because of a touchdown, but Romeo Doubs, he's getting pushed down this list with 4 touches. There was a lot of sharing in Green Bay. It'd be more complicated if that rookie does come back. You know, it starts taking his 2 or 3 touches. But with Green Bay, how about Jennings? Boy, these last 5 weeks here, he's got 4 out of 5 or 10 with touchdowns. He's a touchdown guy for them. Getting a lot of touchdowns there also. So keep an eye out on Juwan Jennings. Pierce, Alec Pierce, he's always there. Seemed like Josh Downs was having a little better week. Well, no. Early on, he didn't get the touchdown, though. So, and Alec Pierce and Pittman. Pittman's just not been, flashing very good. They just pass it around so much there on Indy. And Malik Washington here. So, all right, there's a list of those. Let's just check real quick the roster percentages. This Mitchell's highly available, and so is Vele. I'd almost take this Vele. You know, try a chance on him because, you know, with all the other injuries, what do they got to play for, right? So try to see what they got for next year, Vele, although the offense isn't great. And you can see that McLaren's very well owned, but Wicks never really. But this Higgins might be another one you want to pop in and look at. All right, I'll get them all ranked up tomorrow. All right. So, and we'll put a ranking out there, but this is how they were by touches this week. You can see Vele and Mitchell were the top ones here. All right. All right, let's take a look at this.